Sharon delivers tragic news about Young and Restless, fans left shocked and heartbroken. In the world of daytime television, few shows have had the lasting impact that The Young and the Restless Y&R has had over the years. Since its debut in 1973, the CBS soap opera has woven intricate tales of love, betrayal, family drama, and heartache. Its characters have become household names, with their ups and downs capturing the hearts of millions. One such character, Sharon Newman, portrayed by Sharon Case, has been through it all. Her emotional journey, filled with complex relationships and personal tragedies, has made her a beloved figure in the soap opera world. Recently, however, fans of The Young and the Restless were left in a state of shock and heartbreak when Sharon delivered some of the most tragic news the show has seen in years. In an unexpected twist, Sharon's character was at the center of a devastating storyline that sent shockwaves throughout the Y&R fanbase. In this article, we delve into the tragic news Sharon shared, the emotional aftermath, and how it has affected the Y&R community. The build-up to the tragic moment. Before we explore the tragic news itself, it's important to understand the lead-up to this heartbreaking revelation. Sharon Newman has always been a character known for her resilience, empathy, and willingness to help others. Her relationships have been complicated, particularly when it comes to her romantic life, with several high-profile marriages and relationships in her past. Sharon's ongoing relationship with Nick Newman, her ex-husband, and their daughter, Faith, has been a central part of her storyline. In recent months, Sharon's storyline had been filled with hope and optimism. She had been dealing with the challenges of being a mother to her children, including Faith, who was recovering from a traumatic event. Sharon's love life, which had been turbulent at times, seemed to be on a path to happiness as she rekindled her relationship with Nick. Fans had hoped that this would be the happy chapter Sharon so richly deserved after years of heartache and loss. However, as with all great soap operas, the calm before the storm is often the most dangerous time. And in the case of The Young and the Restless, the storm came in the form of a devastating and tragic piece of news that would change everything for Sharon and her loved ones. Sharon's heartbreaking revelation. The tragic news was delivered in an emotional scene that left viewers on the edge of their seats. Sharon, standing in front of her family and friends, revealed that one of her closest loved ones had been diagnosed with a terminal illness. The news sent shockwaves through the room, and the audience watching at home could feel the weight of the moment. Sharon, usually the pillar of strength for those around her, was visibly shaken as she shared this gut-wrenching information. The revelation came as a complete surprise. Fans had been following Sharon's journey closely and had not seen this coming. The idea that one of Sharon's loved ones could be facing such a devastating fate was enough to leave the audience in tears. Sharon's delivery was raw and emotional, and the gravity of the situation was undeniable. The character, known for her compassionate nature, now found herself in the most heartbreaking position imaginable, being the bearer of tragic news. As Sharon's voice trembled and her eyes filled with tears, the weight of her words hit home. For those in the room, it was as if time had stopped. The tragedy was not just in the diagnosis but in the uncertainty of what the future held. Sharon's typically strong demeanor crumbled, and viewers witnessed a side of her character they rarely saw, vulnerable, heartbroken, and struggling to cope with the enormity of the situation. The fallout from the tragic news. Once the news had been delivered, the fallout was immediate and profound. Sharon's loved ones, including Nick, her children, and her friends, struggled to process the shocking revelation. As the tears flowed and emotions ran high, the audience saw just how much this news would affect not only Sharon's life but also the lives of those closest to her. Nick, always by Sharon's side through thick and thin, was devastated by the news. His concern for Sharon was evident as he tried to comfort her, but he too was grappling with his own feelings of shock and helplessness. The couple, who had been working towards a future together, now found themselves faced with an uncertain future. The pain of knowing that someone they loved was suffering was almost too much to bear. Sharon's children were equally affected. Faith, who had already been through so much in her young life, struggled to comprehend the gravity of the situation. Sharon's other children, including Noah and Mariah, were also devastated by the news. The Newman family, known for their complicated dynamics, found themselves brought together in the face of this overwhelming tragedy. While Sharon's inner circle was reeling from the shock, the news also had a ripple effect on the larger Genoa city community. Sharon's tragic news became the talk of the town, and fans were left to wonder how this would affect the ongoing storylines. Would Sharon's tragedy pull her and Nick closer together, or would it create a divide between them? Would Sharon be able to cope with the loss, or would it break her in ways that no one could predict? The fallout from the tragic news was not just emotional but also practical. Sharon's role as a mother, a partner, and a friend would be forever changed. How would she balance the weight of her personal tragedy with the responsibilities of her everyday life? Fans were left with more questions than answers, and the uncertainty of what would happen next added to the emotional intensity of the storyline. Fan reactions: shocked and heartbroken. As the news spread throughout the Y&R fandom, fans were left reeling from the tragic turn of events. Social media exploded with reactions from viewers who were left heartbroken by Sharon's emotional revelation. Many fans expressed their shock and disbelief, unable to fully process what had just transpired. It can't be real. Sharon has been through so much already, and now this. One fan tweeted, "I can't stop crying. This is the worst news I've heard in a long time," another wrote. The outpouring of support for Sharon, both from fans and other characters on the show, was overwhelming. It was clear that Sharon's journey had touched a chord with viewers, and her latest heartbreak was something that resonated deeply with those who had followed her through the years. Some fans took to online forums to share their thoughts on the direction of the show. Many speculated on what this tragic news meant for Sharon's future. Would she find a way to overcome this latest challenge, or would this be the thing that finally broke her spirit? Others wondered how the writers would handle the aftermath of such a devastating plotline. Would they offer Sharon a glimmer of hope, or would the show delve deeper into the sorrow and grief she was facing? Despite the heartbreak, there was also a sense of solidarity among fans. Many took to social media to express their love and support for Sharon's character, reminding her and the actress Sharon Case that she was not alone. Fans shared heartfelt messages, offering their condolences and letting Sharon know that they were with her through the tough times. "You've been through so much, Sharon. We're all here for you," one fan posted on Instagram. "Sharon, you are strong, and you will get through this," another wrote. The fans of The Young and the Restless had proven once again that the show was more than just a television program. It was a community of people who cared deeply about the characters and the stories being told. The future of Sharon's storyline. As heartbreaking as Sharon's revelation was, it is important to remember that The Young and the Restless has a long history of resilience. The show has always been about overcoming the odds, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. Sharon Newman, as a character, has survived heartbreak, betrayal, and loss time and time again. It is likely that this tragic moment will be no different. In the coming weeks and months, viewers will be watching closely to see how Sharon's story unfolds. Will she find a way to heal and move forward, or will the weight of this latest tragedy prove too much to bear? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: The Young and the Restless fans will continue to support Sharon every step of the way. For now, though, fans are left with heavy hearts and a sense of anticipation. Sharon's tragic news has left an indelible mark on Y&R and its viewers. The emotional impact of this storyline will surely resonate for years to come, making it one of the most memorable moments in the show's rich history. In the end, The Young and the Restless has once again proven that it is a show that can move audiences, capture hearts, and leave an unforgettable impact. Sharon's heartbreaking news is just another chapter in the ever-evolving saga of Genoa City, and fans will be watching closely as this tragic story continues to unfold.